Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isa. Thank you so much for being here. And today, as you can see down on the title, we are talking about my favorite makeup of 2018. So this is going to be a long video, so get a snack, get some tea, get some coffee. This is everything I loved in 2018, from primers to lip gloss, like the whole shebang. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try and not harp on how much I love these things. I can say now in one far swoop that I love all of these things so much I wouldn't include them if I didn't. Let's action. Don't kill me, I'm gonna start with a little bit of skincare really quick. I just would like to say my top 3 things of the year that I can't live without right now for my skin. So every night before I go to bed, I have been using the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask as pretty much like a nighttime moisturizer, and it has saved my skin from the winter. It just makes my skin so hydrated, so beautiful. In the morning it's soft, there's no dead skin. I have dry skin, so this has been my best friend. Again, every day. I don't wash it off. I wash it off in the morning. I sleep with it on. I've really noticed a difference in my skin in terms of hydration, which is really important. I think a lot of people miss that part. Like, hydration really makes your skin have a fighting chance for surviving a winter. So, Summer Fridays, I love that. The next kind of mini skincare thing I can't put down. I recommended it to my mom, she loves it too. This is the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. As you can see, I'm really at the bare end of this. I need a new one. This is the Youth Preserving Mist, and it has hyaluronic acid in it and black oat. This just makes my skin feel so clean and fresh. I put it over makeup, under makeup. I just can't get enough of this spray. I think it's so beautiful, hydrating, gets rid of dead skin, and just makes your skin really, 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 really nice. And it's $20. It's quite inexpensive from Pixi. I really like Pixi skincare. But this is my favorite thing from Pixi, 100%. Last thing, last but not least, I have been really, really enjoying, before my makeup, putting a tiny, tiny bit of the Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate, which is super, super helpful when you have dry skin. Just a tiny, tiny bit of this in the palm of your hands before your makeup gives you such a hydrated, dewy, beautiful finish to the skin. I love using this. I think that it's really, really refreshing. It smells amazing, and it just makes my base look so beautiful. Okay, so I have 2 primers of the year. One, you guessed it, is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This stuff, just, I don't know what it is. I actually have used quite a bit of it. I've had this for about a month and a half, and that's how much I've used of it. For a luxury product, I will have to say that this is actually worth the money if you have textured skin. I don't think you would need this if you have really beautiful, perfect skin. I have textured skin, and this really smooths out a lot of the surface area that I want to be just more smooth, you know? But if you do have problematic skin, I would really recommend this if you're looking for something to splurge on. And don't get it if you're not, because it's not necessarily the end-all be-all of primers, but it is my favorite of the year for my own skin. Again, smoothing out texture. It's just really, really, really good. The other primer is the L'Oreal Glotion. I'm wearing this under my foundation, just kind of up this way. I put it pretty much on half of my face. This gives such a beautiful glow underneath anything. I also think you could probably wear this as a highlighter, just if you don't wear any makeup on your skin. Basically, it is what it says. It's a glow enhancer. It makes your skin glow. It's so reflective. It's beautiful. Like, I have it all on my forehead and my nose, and it just makes my skin kind of reflect light very beautifully. And it's inexpensive. It's L'Oreal. It's $20, and I'm gonna say that this is my favorite product that I found of the year. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, I out of everything, this is like the most practical, beautiful find I've ever found. And I'm talking about the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. The reason why I love this is because, first of all, you don't need makeup with this. You can mix this into your moisturizer, and it gives you such a stunning glow. It gives you a beautiful tan without looking like you're orange. It's really more of a darker brown base. The way I use this though is I mix it in with my foundations. I think it thins out a little bit of a thicker foundation while giving you a really beautiful bronzy, glowy finish. And it also protects your skin from pollution, and that's always really, really nice. So this is 100% for me in my life, my favorite thing of 2018 because I just can't stop using it. Okay, so foundation, I have two. I only have two this year. I think I had a lot more last year, but honestly, what it comes down to for me, I prefer a more lightweight foundation with a medium coverage finish. More also on the skin-like finish. The two foundations I chose are the two finishes that really blew me away this year in that they are so natural looking while having such an amazing coverage. So the first one is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I'm actually wearing this today on my face. The reason why I love this is that it is very thin, medium coverage. It's very buildable, so if you have more problematic skin, you can use a few layers of this, but it looks like skin. I don't know how to explain it other than it just looks like skin. It doesn't sit on your skin. It doesn't accentuate any of your peach fuzz or anything like that's textured. It just really kind of gives your face this like amazing glow skin-like finish without feeling really heavy. And I fell in love with this foundation as soon as I started using it. I use it all the time. I really also love how long lasting it is. It stays on so long, it doesn't budge. It's really beautiful, especially like if you're sweating or if you're having like a crazy night of dancing, it doesn't move. It's amazing. So the only other foundation this year that really got me going was the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. Has stolen my heart. I love this. I mean, I've talked about it in so many videos, I don't need to go on, but basically this is my favorite foundation for during the day I've ever found. It is so flattering in sunlight. It gives you the most natural finish while still having coverage. It's from the drugstore, it's not very expensive, and it just makes me feel so good about my skin when I wear it, and I'm so happy I found this. I randomly bought it. I didn't even like really seek it out, and I'm so happy about it. The only thing is that the color range, pretty sure from what I saw in my pharmacy, the color range sucks. So come on, Physicians Formula, step it up. But the applicator is a doe foot applicator, which is not my favorite thing. And I wonder what it's gonna be like when I'm kind of trying to scrape the end of it. I don't know. Amazing, very happy about that. All right, so I have two concealers for the year. They are the best concealers I've ever used. Okay, just quickly, I have very crepey under eyes. So like things really crease in my under eyes quite easily, and so even if you powder certain concealers, it will still just look so bad. So I really try and use more hydrating under eye formulas. So my two favorites of the year are, you guessed it, Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer is one of the most hydrating concealers I've ever found. It is so beautiful on the skin, and I have been using it tried and true for so many months now. I'm in the color medium. I think that this is just a really lightweight formula while still having coverage. Not crazy amounts of coverage by any means, by the way. It's not like a heavy concealer, but it really does get the job done, and it doesn't crease, and it looks natural, and I really like it. The other thing about my eyes is that I also suffer from dark circles under my eyes, and I have very long days sometimes. So the only thing about this Becca concealer is that sometimes it will fade, and then I look tired, and I hate that. So when I'm feeling really tired, or in general, just when I have like a long day, the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye 100% is like bulletproof concealer. This stuff is incredible. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it doesn't crease. You have to use a very small amount. When I say very small, I mean like very small. But then it lasts so long because you're not using it up all the time, which is such a huge benefit, because when you run out of concealer, the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer has my heart. It's waterproof and it's just so perfect. It's my go-to. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I can't stop using it. I love it. Yes. All right, next, what do? I'm going to talk about powders next. Now, I have two here that are very similar. One that I'm more in love with is the Chanel one, which is the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder. I love this powder. I think it's so stunning. I really just can't stop using it. It's definitely my favorite loose powder that I've ever had. I don't use it under my eyes, but I use it for my face, and it does the job so beautifully, seamlessly. I think it's just stunning. However, if you're looking for a powder that is not in this price range, because this is very expensive, I'm aware of that, the Maybelline Fit Me Powder is such a good alternative, just not underneath the eyes for me at least. But it's an amazing loose powder. I don't want to say the Chanel powder without saying that, because they really are actually quite similar. Okay, the other powder that I'm going to talk about really quickly, because I know you can't get it anymore, so I'm so torn with this. I want to use this in every video because I think it's so amazing, and I bought it and I want to use my makeup, but it's not available anymore. So I'm talking about the Hourglass palette. Okay, I just would like to say that the Hourglass actual ambient lighting powders in soft light and filtered light are the best under eye setting powders ever. They're gonna be these two powders right here. They're so beautiful underneath your eyes. They do not cake, they do not crease, they don't do anything. They kind of just disappear once they're there, but then your makeup is set. I love that. But I don't want to talk too much about this palette, because as amazing as it is, every single one of these things, the bronzer, the blushes, and the highlighter, you can't get it enough. But this is hands down one of my favorite products I've gotten all year. I'm obsessed. Okay, so for bronzers, I've got cream and I've got powder. I'm going to talk about my powder. Bronzer, I only have one. That is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tantric. I think this is so good for my skin tone. It doesn't have an orangey undertone, so it really kind of gives my skin an actual shadow effect, which I love. It stays on. I've used it so much, I still haven't hit pan. I think it's really beautiful packaging, and it's not as fragile as it seems, which is nice because I've dropped it a few times and it hasn't broke. So now for cream bronzers, I have two. The one that I've been actually using so much, I would say in the last like 5 months, not the first half of the year. The first half of the year would be the NARS Liquid Laguna bronzer, but it's discontinued, so I don't want to talk about it. The Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Warm Almond. Now, I'm just going to tell you why I love cream contouring. Cream contouring makes your skin have this beautiful kind of finish shadow cream like extravaganza without putting a lot of product on. And I just love the finish of that. I think the look is just so gorgeous. It gleams from your inner skin, and it's just really, really natural and beautiful. I also love that it's a foundation, so it doesn't fade the way maybe a cream bronzer would. I think that this has extreme staying power, and it's just really perfect for my skin tone, and I just use it all the time. It's definitely hands down my favorite cream bronzer of the year and will be. I just can't, like, this is such a staple in my routine. I'm not sorry about it. I really love it. My second cream bronzer product isn't actually a bronzer more than a bronzer topper, because it does have shimmer in it, and that is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Rum. I absolutely think this is so gorgeous on top of your bronzer. I use it on top of my cream bronzer, and I just take a brush, I warm it up on the back of my skin, because that's what Rihanna's makeup artist does, and then I basically just put a brush like this, and then I just tap it on my face. And I think it's such a beautiful finish. Oh, it looks so stunning on the cheeks. I love it. Okay, so for highlighter, I have two creams, two powders. I'll do the powders first. The Dose of Colors X Katy X Desi collection in Fuego 100% has been my go-to all year for in terms of powder highlight when I want that like kaboom. You know, like just it's so pretty. And it reminds me very much so of the Laura Geller one, but it has a better texture on the skin. It like is just a little bit like less clockable, you know what I mean? But I really enjoy this one so much. I'm almost sure you can still get it, but if you can, I'm very sorry, but I just have to mention that I've been really just using that so much. And then the second one is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I'm wearing this on my skin right now, all over my skin. This is like the most amazing drugstore highlighter you could buy, 100%. It is so affordable. Essence is such a good brand. Things they do well, they do so well. I love this highlighter. It's so subtle. I'm obviously more of like a subtle highlight kind of person, so Sorry. Okay, and then for creams, I've got two. I've got my Hourglass Vanish Stick in Champlain Flash. It's beautiful. It has such a gorgeous reflex of just a sheen to the skin. It's really, really, really not glittery or chunky or shimmery. It's just a sheen, and it reflects so nicely, especially on fairer skin tones like medium, like fair to light medium. Oh my god. But my favorite highlighter of the year, hands down, is Hey Honey by NudeStix. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is the nicest highlighter I've ever seen. Ever. Especially on my skin. It's the most stunning reflex. Oh my god. It's so gorgeous. It also has like a very sticky texture, which you get used to. It doesn't like make your face stick to things, but it's so pretty. If you can see that that is that right there. It just has the most gorgeous reflex I've ever seen. Okay, moving on to blush. I have a few. I have one cream blush that I will talk about first. That is the Fenty Matchstick blush, or Matchstick in Chili Mango. A little of this goes a really, really long way. That's it there. I only use this when I'm wearing rum, and I just put it on like this and then like that, and oh my god, it looks so pretty, especially if you have a little bit of a tan going on. I'm obsessed with this. The two of those matchsticks are like unreal. Okay, then the rest of my blushes are actually powders. Can you believe it? Burt's Bees blushes have hands down my favorite formula of blush. I think that they're super, super stunning without being too overpowering. I think they just are more complementary than anything. Woo. Also, the tones really work with my skin tone. This one is Bare Peach, and this one is Toasted Cinnamon. They're not actually that similar. This one's more peachy and this one's more browny. Between the two of them, I don't need any other blushes. I think that these go with every look I want, and I never, ever, ever, ever wear anything pink tone. So I always reach for these two when I'm feeling like I need a pop of color on my cheek, but not too crazy, which is kind of like my blush style in general. So these are amazing and they're affordable, and Burt's Bees is a wonderful company. And then the last thing I have to say, the NARS Orgasm Blush Topper, or the Illuminating Loose Powder in Orgasm by NARS. So pretty, like wow. This is like one of those things that I'll probably only ever use in summer. You can see that's it there. So it's basically giving you on your cheeks a reflection of just terracotta orgasm, beautiful, gorgeous, but you use a tiny bit. And I highly suggest using it with a very fluffy brush, like not a dense brush by any means. I use it with a Duo Fiber Blush Brush by Morphe, and I'm obsessed. I love this. In the summer, I was using this all the time and like nothing else. I was making my cheeks my like main thing. Just a little bit of lip balm and mascara, and that was like my go-to. So, love this. Alright, so moving on to eyes. I really tried to be very critical with my eyeshadow palettes because I think that there are so many out there that are just kind of the same but different, and you don't need 1,000 eyeshadows. I am a very good example of only using like maybe a third of what I have. I always like to keep them because they do last for a long time, and you never know what kind of shoot you're gonna get if you're a makeup artist, but still, like, they're not so necessary to just consistently buy because there's only so many eyeshadows that people can make, you know? Anyways, so I narrowed it down to two. So the one that I picked for sure, like I can't live without, is the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette. I really do think that this is the best palette I own. For the reason of, first of all, it's by ColourPop, and that means that it's not expensive. You have like your neutral kind of vibe over here, but then you have these strong colors that you can really build up. I just think it's so versatile, but also while being extremely adventurous, having an amazing texture. The eyeshadows have an amazing texture, they have amazing pigmentation, and they're not crazy expensive, but it's inspired. Like, this is an inspiring palette to me. I can do a lot of different looks with it. I can bring it anywhere, in any occasion, and have something that I can work with. And I honestly just reach for this all the time. Like, I can't not use this in my day-to-day life, and I think that that's what it was made for. Like, beyond the fact that I love Kathleen Lights, I just think that this is an amazing palette, and it's my favorite of the year for sure. I had to mention this palette because god damn, It's so good. Like, it's so good, and I do not think that it's a coincidence that my two favorite palettes are made all by YouTubers, because I think that YouTubers, or people who really are extra critical of makeup and compare makeup constantly, are better equipped to know what the people want and what the better formula is. So with that said, I think that the Friendcation palette by Desi and Katy and Dose of Colors is such an amazing palette. I think that both of these are really, really great. I will definitely always reach for this during the day, but at night I did just buy it about a month ago, but I don't care. I know it's amazing. It's actually one of the best eyeshadow palettes I've ever used. Its formulas are top. Okay, so these are the shimmers. As you can see, they're stunning and so pigmented, but they're also so wearable, which is why I love them. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now, this palette. I'm wearing Just a Kiss and Churro and Necessary in my crease. I think Just a Kiss is probably the best pressed eyeshadow I've ever used. It's so gorgeous, but I just want to like constantly use this. I'm constantly picking it up. I think that it's just, I can't keep saying how much I love it, because like, you know, this is a favorites video. These two are my favorite palettes of the year, 100%. I think that they're just so useful. And I love that, obviously. I mean, we buy makeup to use it, right? So, moving on, I do have a few more things for the eyes. I have an eyeliner that I'll just quickly mention. The NYX Golden Bronze eyeliner is my favorite eyeliner. If you have brown eyes, this is just such a flattering color to make your eyes kind of stand out more. There you go. It's literally just a golden bronze, and I use it all the time. As you can see, I need a new one. And I really like the way it makes my eyes pop. My favorite thing to put on my eyes every day is hands down the Natasha Denona top coat in Peach. So this bumps up any eyeshadow, obviously, but also I'm wearing it on my eyes as well, on top of Just a Kiss, just a little bit. But by itself, it's gorgeous. Like I think I use this at least 5 times a week. It's actually really hard to apply with fake nails, I have to say, because my nails always dig into it. But it just has the most amazing like purple reflex of glitter. The swatch is not going to do this justice. I wear it all the time. It's definitely hands down my favorite like single eyeshadow, I guess you can call it, of the year. I will use it all the time. Okay, so for mascara, I have one and only one, because it is the best ever. I retired Lash Princess this year and I moved on to Lancome Monsieur Big in waterproof. I can't get enough of this mascara. It is truly the most amazing mascara to keep your eyelashes up and lifted and awake looking and volumizing and lengthening, and it doesn't budge. The Neutrogena makeup remover, eye makeup remover, does get it off. It's the only thing I found that actually gets it off, which is fine. You can buy it at the drugstore, but this is 100% my favorite mascara of the year. It's just blows every other one out of the park. So I have one setting spray to quickly also mention, that is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. No other setting spray makes my makeup actually really sink into the skin the way this one does, and I think I just really like the mister on it more so than anything. So I'm just really enjoying this right now, and I thought I'd mention. Okay, so moving on to lips. I actually, surprisingly for somebody who doesn't like lipstick, have a lot of lip products to talk about. So I'm gonna start with the Bold and the Beautiful. I have 3 bold lipsticks here that I just love. When I want to wear an actual lip, I'm gonna go towards these 3 for sure. The first one is Lip Cream by Jouer in Brick. This is the most stunning dark red lip I've ever used. And it also has such a nice formula. It really does stay on the whole night. That's that right there. It's just a rich, deep red. The Fenty Uncensored Stunna Lip Paint is truly the most ridiculously nice red, most flattering red. I think it looks good on so many different skin tones, and has the best liquid lipstick formula I've ever used, for sure. That is that there. So you can see like the Jouer one is actually much darker than this one. This one's really like a true Christmas brick red. And then my last one is actually something really out of character. I really love wearing this. I get so many compliments when I wear this, and that is a very deep pretty much raspberry color by ColourPop called Bad Habit. I'm pretty sure this is an ultra matte lip. I'll swatch it for you. I always get so many compliments. It's like a beautiful deep berry red. Oh, it looks so good. I love it. Those are my 3 go-tos when I want to wear a dark lip. So now for the nudes. I love nude lipstick because I can't handle a lot of different lipsticks on my lips. I just can't handle it. I can handle it on lots of models, but I can't handle it on myself. So what I've actually been doing pretty much all year is just wearing lip liner and lip gloss, or lip liner and lip balm. The ones that I do use for that is the Essence lip liner in number 11 in the nude, which is this one here, and that is basically just my lip color but a tiny bit pinker, and it's so natural looking that you can't even really clock it. And then the other one I use when I don't want to use that one is Subculture, which is actually so similar. Subculture by MAC, which is that one there. So it's really similar, it's just a tad bit darker than the Essence one. For shadowing, I use the Pat McGrath Permagel Ultra Lip Color pencil in Supernatural. Now this really is what makes my lips look bigger, because first of all, the color is really more of a shadowing color to the two. You can see that there. And second of all, it stays on forever and also has the most beautiful formula. This is definitely the best formula of lip liner I've ever used. I can use this over lipstick or under lipstick, and it just gives my lips like a pout that they don't really get with any other lip product, so very happy. So then the 2 nude lipsticks that I go for are by Dose of Colors, so I shouldn't talk about these too much because they're the Desi Katy collabs. I think you can still get Hey Girl, and I don't know if you can get No Shade. I don't know, I think it might be sold out. But Hey Girl is more of a peachy nude, and I use like a little bit of this and then I dab it, but then I always need to use No Shade in the middle. I love No Shade. I think it's like the perfect nude. I can't really wear it when I'm tan. The combination of the two with the lip liners, it's just fire. I'm actually wearing that on my lips right now with Subculture and Supernatural lip liners. And then when I want a gloss, I've been going back and forth with the Jouer Oasis lip gloss, or lip cream. Is it a lip gloss? I love this. I can't get enough of this lip gloss. It just works so perfectly on top of those lipsticks. It's completely not sticky. I actually probably could never wear a lip gloss that's sticky. It's a really smooth consistency, and it's just gorgeous. The Dose of Colors killed it this year for me. I really think that everything they collabed with Desi and Katy just really spoke to me. So the gloss over the top is definitely my favorite, like, clear gloss of the year. I think I could just use it over top of everything. It just makes everything look so much more like sultry when you put this on. It's more wet. It's a very wet looking consistency. It's just so nice and I love it. I use it all the time. I don't know if it's available, so I'm really sorry if it's not, but I just had to mention it because I really haven't been wearing it all year. Okay guys, that wraps up my 2018 favorites. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know I definitely love watching these videos. I'm sorry if this was like the longest video I ever made. But I just want to wish everybody a happy holidays, happy new year, best wishes in the next year to come. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching and being with me for this year. Please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!